Sir Jim Ratcliffe is extremely open to the idea of Mason Greenwood returning, but when could this happen? Meanwhile, Aaron Wan-Bissaka could be involved in a possible deal for Man United to bring Micheal Olise. Welcome to the United Hotspot, and on this Sunday hot afternoon, I am here to burn you with more hot news concerning Manchester United. Let's get into it right now. Now, the latest that just came through from Fabrizio Romano concerning this man we are all asking about every day, Mason Greenwood, and whether or not he will return to Manchester United, is that Sir Jim Ratcliffe and his team have made it clear that it's a possibility that both Mason Greenwood and Jadon Sancho can return to Manchester United in the summer. Now, this for me is good news to bring to you, because it means, first of all, the boy is not completely forgotten about. Like everyone is trying to make us believe that he's no more at United. The man in charge now says it's possible. Let's wait and monitor him first, his performance, but also, most importantly, the situation with Erik ten Hag, the boss, and who exactly will be in charge, especially when it comes to Jadon Sancho. But sticking to Greenwood, so the idea for Sir Jim is to first clearly see how this boy performs after a full season back into football, having been out for more than a year. Obviously, he thinks he needs more time to play. So for Sir Jim, it's mostly on footballing grounds that this boy will return at Manchester United. So for me, that's very good news, very good news. What's oxymoron, though, is the fact that whereas Sir Jim is open to bringing back Mason Greenwood, he's also serious about bringing in Micheal Olise. And I'm thinking, if you're thinking of bringing back Greenwood, where is Micheal Olise going to play? What is going to happen to Amad Diallo? Anyway, let me first tell you about what's happening. What's the update on Micheal Olise? Here it is. So with Micheal Olise, what Manchester United is planning to do is to involve Aaron Wan-Bissaka in the deal, a possible swap deal with Crystal Palace, because this boy of 22 years of age, he's got a huge buyout clause that might be a bit difficult for Manchester United to meet. So the idea for United is, we bought Aaron Wan-Bissaka from you for £45 million plus £5 million in add-ons. We can bring you, that was in 2019. We can take back Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who is just, from signing a contract extension, and actually they said they were negotiating with him for a new contract. But United are saying, we want this boy. Sir Jim and teams are saying, we do need Micheal Olise to be playing at United. So they are saying, we take back Aaron Wan-Bissaka, add you a little bit of money, and you give us Micheal Olise. Micheal Olise's new buyout clause is not exact, but I think it's in the region of 60 to 80 million pounds. Now, United might not have that money in the summer unless we magically sold a player like Marcus Rashford, for example, because maybe Rashford could give us money close to that. But United are looking for ways they can be able to bring in a good player without having to spend a lot of money. So in Micheal Olise, we are looking at that. He's a winger, an inverted winger. He's left-footed, but plays on the right mostly. Same place where Mason Greenwood plays. Same place where Amad Diallo plays. Same place where Facundo Pellistri plays. Same place where Anthony Dos Santos plays. You wonder what the plan is. Well, the plan should be, first of all, obviously, let go of Anthony Dos Santos, bring in another winger, because the truth is Erik ten Hag is invested in solving the right-wing problem. I've been saying here day in and day out, the biggest problem of United has been a flat right wing. A flat right wing. So bring in this player, and the first person we should be thinking about to solve it is Mason Greenwood. It's good the boss in charge now is open to bring him back. But Micheal Olise too, in the event that the Greenwood situation is stalling, the reality is Micheal Olise could come in, but then what would happen to Amad Diallo? Erik ten Hag just the other day was waxing lyrical about Amad Diallo and how he's a good ball player, he can score goals, he can pass the ball, he can take on people. And you're thinking, you know it and you see it. So if you bring in Micheal Olise for all the money and the cost he would come with, what exactly is going to happen with Amad Diallo? And you bring in a player who is going to frustrate what you're already building. That again is a bit of the debate that has been going on. So that's where we are with Manchester United. But going back to Greenwood, so for Greenwood, and by the way, I do want to come back here one day and give you a proper head-to-head comparison of Mason Greenwood and Micheal Olise, because these are the two. In the event that we reach the summer and we have both of them at Manchester United, then one of them should be starting ahead of the other. Now, and I'm thinking, who should it be? For me, there is no question. With Greenwood, I think I'm sold. I'm sold completely. But Olise is another baller. He's not a bench player. You don't bring in a player for close to 80 million and keep them on the bench. So the debate will be interesting, but we'll cross that bridge when it comes. For now, this is where we are. This is the transfer corner, and of course, Jadon Sancho, who is about to rejoin Borussia Dortmund. Again, Sajim says it's not done, it's not dusted. It's possible he could return, but let's first assess. So what Sajim Ratcliffe is doing for me, what I'm seeing is Sajim is not sure that after the summer, at the end of the season, Erik ten Hag will be in charge. It's obvious. Erik ten Hag is not Sajim's signing of a manager. Perhaps he's not the manager he would have wanted. That's why they keep talking about Porter and whoever. So the reality is, I think Sajim is buying time till the end of the season, see how it happens, what happens. If things go so bad, he will let go of Erik ten Hag, and when Erik ten Hag is gone, the first obvious thing to do is to bring in back all the players, present them to the new manager, and we restart life with a new guy at the helm of matters football at Manchester United. So that's pretty much the situation with Manchester United and how we are handling every transfer and every player that we do have right now. So it's a hot thing. Now, speaking of still the right wing, I was speaking about Facundo Pellistri, who is the other player who plays in that position, has been sort of emerging, but slowly is rumored to be linked to a move away on loan. And of course, there are several clubs that would want him. We know that United players are now being looked at, especially our young players. Hannibal is already attracting attention of Sevilla, Olympic Lyon, Freiburg, and now Everton, where we all think he should be going. Now, Facundo Pellistri as well is wanted by several clubs on loan. United, however, do want him to stay in the Premier League and or in England. And again, that's where it might drag a bit. Will he stay in England or will he be leaving and going elsewhere? But the reality is, with the plan United and Erik ten Hag have got for the right wing, it is obvious that a player like Facundo Pellistri is always going to need to go out on loan and try to find somewhere he can play, maybe, which will be good for him, because these are players for the future. They have been at a good point in their careers. We need to see them play every day so that they keep their levels up or even improve them. So that's a bit of the situation with Manchester United. But the big one today, Fabrizio Romano has has hinted on a possible return of Greenwood in the summer. Possible return of Mason Greenwood in the summer. That's hot. It needed me to put off my shirt, really. It's a hot afternoon, hot news, hot updates concerning Manchester United. We do hope that it only gets hotter and better for us, because this is the news we want to listen to here on the United Hotspot when it comes to transfers Man United. Because on our wish list that I keep telling you about, number one on that wish list has always been Mason Greenwood returning to Manchester United. It is still possible, guys. Don't lose hope. Subscribe. We will follow this story to the latter.